PMP stands for Project Management Professional, short word PMP. It is an internationally recognized professional designation offered by the Project Management Institute, PMI. As of March 2018, there are 833,025 active PMP certified individuals and 286 chartered chapters across 210 countries and territories worldwide. The exam is based on the PMI Project Management Body of Knowledge, BOK. What is project? The Business Dictionary defines a project as a planned set of interrelated tasks to be executed over a fixed period and within certain costs and other limitations. A project, then, could be something outside or in addition to the company norm for a typical business day. Perhaps a business upgrade, financial need or client request may be the catalyst for a project's origination. What is a project manager? A project manager is the person who leads the project team who together accomplish the project goal. While anyone who holds the title of manager has ongoing duties for the duration of his/her tenure at a company, a project manager's leadership is temporary to accomplish a distinctive purpose. For any specific project, there will be an appointed project manager. However, if this isn't your official, full-time title, say you're a department manager or another type of supervisor, it's a good idea to add a basic knowledge of project management skills to your resume. What is project management? Project management is the process of organizing the way that changes are implemented efficiently within an organization. What is PMP? PMP stands for Project Management Professional who has been granted the prestigious PMP certification issued by the Project Management Institute, PMI. A no-profit organization, leader in the US and worldwide, the PMI has started its activity in 1969 and has nowadays reached a net of nearly 3 million members who are continuously supported through education, networking, and above all through the project management standard, which gives them a common language to talk. What is PMI ACP? ACP stands for Agile Certified Practitioner. This certification is provided by Project PMI, Management Institute, and hence it is PMI ACP. ACP certification carries a high level of professional integrity as it is a combination of agile training working on agile projects and examining agile fundamentals and tools. This certification is universally recognized and aids people in addressing the needs of associations that depend on certified agile practitioners to apply their diversified skills to undertake the projects in an efficient manner. What is CAPM? CAPM stands for Certified Associate in Project Management. This certification from PMI, CAPM certification provides recognition to the candidates who are planning to make their career in project management. This certification demonstrates the individual knowledge about the strategies and terminology of PMBOK registered guide. The knowledge a professional earns from CAPM certification can be applied on respective job practices, which increases the level of competence in the project. In project management, people who convey the CAPM assignment after their name appreciate an abnormal state of validity from PMP registered accreditation holders, venture chiefs, managers and associates. What is PMBOK? And all versions of PMBOK? PMBOK stands for Project Management Body of Knowledge. It is the entire collection of processes, best practices, terminologies, and guidelines that are accepted as standards within the project management industry. Because the body of knowledge is constantly growing as practitioners discover new methods or best practices, it must be updated and disseminated. This is an effort that is overseen by the Project Management Institute, PMI, the global not-for-profit member association of PM professionals, which captures and publishes the PMBOK within the book, A Guide to the Project Management Body of Knowledge, PMBOK Guide. 1. The first version of the PMBOK Guide was published in 1996. 2. The second version of the PMBOK Guide was published in 2000. 3. The third version of the PMBOK Guide was published in 2004. 4. The fourth version of the PMBOK guide was published in 2009. 5. The fifth version of the PMBOK guide was published in 2013. 6. It is now on its sixth edition, which was published in 2017. Why PMBOK? PMBOK has been used as the standard by which PMP certification is obtained. PMP certification is based upon a survey of many companies' best practices. The advantage of using PMP certified project managers and team members is that resources have already been trained. PMBOK is valuable for both companies and employees. PMBOK is valuable for many reasons. Here are 3. The first reason PMBOK is valuable is that it allows companies to standardize practices across departments. This means that the people in development manage projects in the same manner as those in distribution. Second, PMBOK can help project managers to work with a standardized system across companies. Someone working for company X who then moves on to company Y can use the same practices. Third, PMBOK discusses what works. The methods documented within the project management community can assist those who are uncertain of how to undertake risk management. PMBOK also discusses what doesn't work. This prevents failure of projects. Finally, project managers who are familiar with PMBOK standards can custom tailor their project management process to best fit their company's needs. There's an old saying, to break the rules, first you have to know the rules. When project managers invest time into learning the rules, they also are investing time in learning how and where rules can be broken. What are basic process groups of PMBOK? The basic concepts are applicable to projects, programs and operations. The 5 basic process groups are: initiating, in this process group developing project chart, identifying stakeholders and controlling stakeholders' engagement. Planning, in this process group planning, such as determining the budget, creating the WBS, and defining scope. Executing, in this process group executing the project plan, managing communications, conducting procurement, and managing the project team. Monitoring and controlling, in this process group track and oversee progress, including those that controls scope, cost, and quality. Closing, this process group everything necessary to complete a project, such as closing a project phase or closing procurements. What are the PMBOK 6 of 10 knowledge areas? Those 49 project management processes can also be organized into 10 knowledge areas. 1. Project communications management. 2. Project integration management. 3. Project scope management. 4. Project schedule management, time management 5th edition name. 5. Project cost management. 6. Project quality management. 7. Project resource management, human resource management 5th edition name. 8. Project risk management. 9. Project procurement management. 10. Project stakeholder management. What are the PMBOK 6 process names? 1. Manage quality. 2. Plan resource management. 3. Monitor communications. 4. Plan stakeholder engagement. 5. Monitor stakeholder engagement. 6. Acquire resource. 7. Develop team. 8. Manage team. 9. Monitor risks. What do the 49 project management processes describe? According to the PMBOK registered guide, project management processes are linked by specific inputs and outputs where the outcome of one process becomes the input to another process but not necessarily in the same process group, a constant loop like the circle of life. Take for instance the process of identifying stakeholders that in practice can rely on inputs from almost any of the other processes and can also be the input to almost any of the other processes such as those involved with requirements, quality, communications, risk, procurement or stakeholder relationships. Each process can also consist of various activities required to execute the specific process, and these activities represent the work to be done to complete the project. What is ITOs in the PMP edition 6? In the PMP Registered Guide 6th edition, ITOs, inputs, tools, techniques, and outputs, is the basic building block of all 49 processes. These are the components of a process, and understanding of these processes gives you a solid foundation for executing your project. Inputs, anytime, whether internal or external to the project, which is required by a process before that process proceeds. May be an output from a predecessor process. For example, project charter, project schedule, resource calendars, approved change requests. Enterprise environmental factors, EF, such as government or industry standards, project management information system, organizational structure, culture, practices, and infrastructure, etc. Organizational process assets, OPA, such as standardized guidelines, work instructions, project management templates, project files from previous projects, and other historical information, etc. Tools, something tangible, such as a template or software program, used in performing an activity to produce a product or result. For example, analytical techniques, project management information systems, benchmarking, product analysis. Techniques, a defined systematic procedure employed by a human resource to perform an activity to produce a product or result or deliver a service, and that may employ one or more tools. Meetings. For example, expert judgment, inspection, interviews, decomposition. Outputs, a product, result, or service generated by a process. May be an input to a successor process. For example, work performance information, change requests, project management plan updates, organizational process assets update, project documents updates, source project management prop. What is Agile? Agile is a monotonous approach to deliver software in a cumulative manner from the start of the project rather than delivering the whole project at the end. Agile is majorly applied in project management. If the project is typical, then Agile project management methodology is the finest methodology to follow. This methodology mainly aims to deliver the product to the customer in smaller sprints instead of delivering at a time. Henceforth, it will be easy for the customer to test the delivered module of the project and ensure that proper quality is maintained. What is Pareto analysis? Pareto analysis is a statistical technique in decision-making used for the selection of a limited number of tasks that produce significant overall effect. It uses the Pareto principle, also known as the 80-20 rule, the idea that by doing 20% of the work you can generate 80% of the benefit of doing the entire job. What are the steps of Pareto analysis chart? Create a vertical bar chart with causes on the x-axis and count, number of occurrences, on the y-axis. Arrange the bar chart in descending order of cause importance, that is, the cause with the highest count first. Calculate the cumulative count for each cause in descending order. Calculate the cumulative count percentage for each cause in descending order. Percentage calculation, individual cause count, total causes count, 100. Create a second y-axis with percentages descending in increments of 10 from 100% to 0%. Plot the cumulative count percentage of each cause on the x-axis. Join the points to form a curve. Draw a line at 80% on the y-axis running parallel to the x-axis. Then drop the line at the point of intersection with the curve on the x-axis. This point on the x-axis separates the important causes on the left, vital few, from the less important causes on the right, trivial many. What is project issue management? Project issue management is the process of identifying, documenting, and resolving issues that arise during a project. Every project will run into issues, whether it's the first of its kind or very similar to another project. To mitigate the effects of these issues, the project manager can develop an issue management plan. This gives the project team an avenue to identify and document issues, and allows the team to effectively resolve those issues. What are some tips to manage project issues? Issues can feel overwhelming, and they certainly can be, unless you're prepared for them. That's why Jennifer suggested following these 7 tips to deal with issues before they sidetrack your project. Provide a way to report. Without a process or a tool to report on the issue, it'll be lost in the shuffle of the project. You need to report on issues and notify others, so that others can confirm if the issue remains. Log everything. You want to keep a detailed record of this process. There is nothing too small. It might seem insignificant to you, but it could hold the key to unlocking the solution to the issue. Plus, a log provides an archival tool for future use. Report promptly. Timing is important. If you allow reporting to lag, you lose the opportunity to resolve the issue before it becomes too large to fix or requires so many resources as to be a project buster. Resolve promptly. If you're reporting promptly, you better resolve promptly. Sitting on a known issue is asking for trouble. Escalate appropriately. You don't want to throw all your resources where only some are needed. That said, you also don't want to create any unnecessary roadblocks to stall a speedy recovery. Validate status regularly. The status of the issue is a crucial distinction. If the issue has been resolved but resources are still working on it unnecessarily, then that's another issue. Notify everyone frequently. To prevent allocating unneeded resources to an issue, you want to have complete transparency. Everyone must know the status of the issue to work most efficiently. Jennifer Bridges, Source, Project Manager. Org. Explain Risk Register in project management. Risk Register is a document that is used to store the information of all the identified risk in any project. Also known as risk log, it is created during the initial stages of the project. In this document, register, the information of all the potential actions is also stored. It is an important part of the risk management plan that helps the managers to track and address the problems when they arise. The risk register is shared between the project stakeholders to let them be aware of the issues and taking actions to resolve those issues. The risk register performs risk management in the 4 steps. Identification of the risk. Evaluation of the severity of the identified risks. Finding possible solutions to the evaluated risks. Analyzing and monitoring the effectiveness of the step. What is time and material contract? Time and material contract is basically an arrangement in which the contractor is paid on the basis of several factors, such as the actual cost of the direct labor, basically at the specified hourly rates. The actual cost of equipment and materials usage. Agreed on the fixed add-on to cover the profit and overheads. So, in the time and material contract, the contractor will get paid according to the used time on the project as well as all the expenses of the used material. The contractor will also get paid for all additional expenses during the contract. What is a fishbone diagram? Fishbone diagram or Ishikawa diagram is a visualization tool to understand potential causes of a problem to identify its root causes. It is used usually in brainstorming sessions so that the team's conversation is focused on the actual problem and not stray away towards only the symptoms. Who is stakeholder? Project stakeholders are individuals and organizations that are actively involved in the project, or whose interests may be affected as a result of project execution or project completion. They may also exert influence over the project's objectives and outcomes. The project management team must identify the stakeholders, determine their requirements and expectations, and, to the extent possible, manage their influence in relation to the requirements to ensure a successful project. What is RAID in the context of project management? RAID stands for risks, assumptions, issues and dependencies. These are vital components that a project manager, PM, should always be aware of. There are always risks about actions and a PM must take least risk action. Unless assumptions about any estimates or actions are clear, these can go wrong. Issues and dependencies also limit the choices of actions. How do you estimate using three-point estimating methods? Three-point estimation is based on three different estimated values to improve the result. The concept is applicable for both cost and duration estimation. This helps in mitigating the estimation risk. It also takes into consideration uncertainty and associated risks while estimating values. Estimation can be carried out for an entire project, or for a WBS component or for an activity. In a three-point estimation, the expected value of a task is determined by calculating the mean of three different values. These three different values are optimistic value, O, pessimistic value, P, and most likely value, M. What is a decision support system, DSS? A DSS is used vastly in enterprise applications, mainly MES and ERP-based systems. It provides automation and stability in the decision-making process of the organization. There are two types of DSS, structured and unstructured. DSS connects many flowcharts in the organizational process. It can be formulated and built statistically or stochastically. What is CMM? CMM stands for Capability Maturity Model. Every company has a proper process for the development of software. If you are going to apply for a job of software project management, you will definitely find it as the latest project management interview question. This model has been developed by Software Engineering Institute that provides information on different levels of the process maturity. Here are the 5 levels of the CMM model. Initial level. It defines the starting point of a new process. Repeatable level. It specifies that the process is used repeatedly. Defined level. It defines or confirms process as a standard business process. Managed level. It involves the measurement and management of the process. Optimizing level. It includes optimization and improvement of the process.
Subscribe to our channel, Interview Gig. Visit our website for more articles and interview questions and answers. www.interviewgig.com. Like, share and comment. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Click the bell button for latest updates.